On today's video, I'm going to be taking you on a driving tour through the new phase on the north side of the Grove in Frisco, Texas. This area just sits right off Main Street, and I'll be showing you what it looks like now and what's planned for the future. We'll go over which builders are coming into this phase, their starting prices, quick move-in options, lot sizes, and both current and future amenities. I'll also break down the pros and cons of buying in this neighborhood, especially in this new phase. If you've been eyeing the Grove for some time, you're going to want to see what's coming next for this development. So that makes sense. Hey y'all, welcome back to another video today. I am finally back over at the Grove in Frisco, Texas. I know a lot of you guys are gonna be clicking on this video. I get tons of comments about people wanting me to get an update over at the Grove on the north side of Main Street where they're building in this new phase. So we're driving through this one today. I'm gonna break down the builds, floor plans, prices, what I like, what I don't like, what's coming to this future area of the Grove, and then what you can expect with kind of the future growth of this area around Frisco. This is one of the only new construction areas getting built along here. There's another neighborhood actually getting built a little bit further down 121 with DR Horton Homes. So, you know, if you're looking for a somewhat cheaper option, there's a stuff a little bit more out towards the west down 121. You won't see me making a neighborhood tour over the DR Horton community, but we're over here at the Grove today. So for this neighborhood, it is zoned for Frisco, Texas. You are located within Collin County. Tax rate in here is gonna be about 1.68%. It's gonna be the city of Frisco, Frisco ISD, Collin County, and the Collin Community College tax on there. HOA within this neighborhood is going to be $2,547 annually. That is billed quarterly. So if you break that down, that's like over, I don't know, that's like 600 something bucks a quarter on there. That's what's going to cost you. Now, I think it's justified in some aspects because the amenities in here are super, super nice as well. For builders in this neighborhood, you're going to have builders in here that are building like 40-foot lots, 50-foot lots, and then some builders that are up to 65-foot lots. I believe that's where the Highland Homes are kind of sitting at. They don't have like the biggest backyards, but I'll be breaking down all the floor plans and the price ranges right now. So for Chzmar, they have 6 floor plans on their 50-foot lot options. And on that size lot, you can build from a 4-bed, 3.5 bath, 2,447 square feet, starting at $735,000, up to a 4-bed, 4.5 bath, 3,424 square feet, starting at $930,000. And for their 65-foot lot products, they've got 8 floor plans to pick from. You can build from a 3-bed, 2.5 bath, 2,538 square feet, starting at $900,000, up to a 5-bed, 4.5 bath, 4,241 square feet, starting at $1,175,000. Their quick move-ins are priced from $772,000 up to $1,317,000 for a Chzmar home. That is bananas. Moving on to the next builder. All right, Brookfield Residential. Not too familiar with these guys. First time I'm seeing their product. I thought it was okay. From the curb appeal of these Brookfield Residential homes, kind of just looks like a very upscale luxury trophy signature home from just like the elevation look. But for this builder in here, they're doing 40-foot lots and they're doing 55-foot lots. On their 40-foot lots, they've got 6 floor plans. You can build from a 4-bed, 3-bath, 2,632 square feet, starting at $715,000, up to a 4-bed, 4-bath, 3,121 square feet, starting at $788,000. For their 55-foot lots, they've got 6 floor plans. You can build from a 4-bed, 4-bath, 2,939 square feet, starting at $850,000, or up to a 5-bed, 5-bath, 3,665 square feet, starting at $938,000. Here is the plat map for Brookfield Residential. You see light blue is the quick move-in, red is sold, gray is the future release, dark blue is the available lot. And for their quick move-ins right now, they are ranging from $835,000 up to $1,063,000. I think most of those were like the 40-foot lot products that were quick move-ins right now. And then they had some that were the 55-foot lots, but I think they were just smaller homes priced at that level. For Highland Homes, you've got 10 floor plans on there for their 65-foot lots. You can build from a 4 to 5 bed, 3 to 4 bath, 3,738 square feet, starting at $1,457,000, up to a 5-bed, 5-bath, 2 half baths, 5,338 square feet, starting at $1,693,000. Plat map on here, yellow is going to be available, red is going to be coming soon, and the orange is going to be the quick move-in. Gray is going to be what is currently sold. Quick move-in prices on here, just buckle up for this, because Highland Homes is really really trying to make this as expensive as possible. The prices right now on their website range from $1,649,000 up to about $1.8 million. Lot sizes across this neighborhood are going to range from 40, 55, 65 foot lots with about 125 foot depths on them. So you're going to be looking at lot sizes about 7,000 square feet. Maybe some are over 7,000 square feet. Some are going to be below 7,000 square feet. So just depending on where the lot's at, you know, that's kind of the range right now on what these lot sizes are looking like. And then here's a map of the community for this new phase and some of the other areas that are built on the south side of the Grove that have already kind of finished out within here. They're going to have swimming pools, pickleball courts, workout rooms, community centers, parks, playgrounds, walking trails. Most of the amenities are on the southern side right now, but in the future on this next phase, they are going to be bringing in a good sized future park. They do have some walking trails already, some sitting areas, and then there will be another amenity center over in this section as well. The school zoning in here is going to be for Frisco ISD. It's going to be Norris Elementary, Nelson Middle School, and Independence High School. Commute time out of here down to Dallas is going to be 45 minutes. DFW Airport is going to be 33 minutes. Fort Worth is going to be 50 minutes away. Grocery store is going to be 6 minutes away. And the nearest hospital is going to be 12 minutes away. Breaking down the pros and cons of this new phase of the Grove, I like how this new phase is bringing a future park and amenity center. The new park is going to be coming on the new phase side, but it's also going to be kind of close to the multi-family apartment complex, which will be a con that I bring up here in a little bit. But they'll have that coming in, so that'll be a nice area to walk around. You're located right off of Custer Road and Main Street, which is a great area to live off of. You can hop on Main Street, take that down to Preston, then take that south. You go down to the Stonebriar Mall, or you could just go down Custer Road, hop onto 121, or just across from there is going to be the Allen and McKinney area, which the farm in Allen, that mixed-use development is going to be fairly close to this neighborhood. Downtown Frisco, also not going to be a very difficult drive to get over to. It's just a straight shot west, and you're over there within 10 to 15 minutes. I also find that these homes in this community have a great curb appeal. Even the Chzmar homes, even though I'm not the biggest fan of that builder with some aspects, I think all the curb appeal of this neighborhood looks great. The Highland Homes, I like some of them, but the model home that they're building looks a little funky to me. It's like too boxy and weird and a little bit too modern and not as like traditional. I mean, they do have some traditional aspects on it, but it does look very blocky. It looks like literally, when I was looking at it, I was like, it kind of looks like it was made in Minecraft or something, how they like drew that out. But Highland Homes in here, really like their product as well. It's gonna be a great builder. However, the con side of that is it is going to be super expensive. I think this neighborhood is so overpriced. That's gonna be my main con to talk about. So you gotta really wanna live in Frisco and you gotta really wanna live in the Grove. Other than that, I really can't justify spending $1.8 million over here. I would rather spend $1.8 million over in Salina in a gated community on a 1 acre lot, and I could have a pickleball court on it. It could be like 5,000 square feet. It could be like a fully custom house. So once again, just got to kind of weigh your options on what you're really wanting in here. So I feel like if you're spending that amount of money, you really want to be over in this Frisco side. But even then, you could just go to the fields of Frisco and $1.8 million would still get you a pretty banging home compared to like what the Grove is. And I like those builders just as much as over here. So I think that would be kind of where I would float people over to, just to kind of look at and have on their radar if they are thinking they want to go for the Grove, especially for like $1.8 million. With these Highland Homes, the curb appeal is going to be great. The lot size in the front is going to be pretty good that most people are looking for. Also, the school zoning in here, you're not going to get any of the new schools. It looks like maybe if over at Lexington, Frisco, there's some new schools that get built, maybe it gets rezoned for that, which would be a pro. But right now, school zoning over in this section, they're not building a lot of new things over here. Like I was saying, this is one of the last new construction communities. You've got Lexington, you've got this neighborhood, but other than that, there's not going to be really anything else. Everything school-wise, on-site elementaries, things like that over in this area have already been built out. The phase that this whole master plan community is at, it's definitely more towards the sunset than the sunrise. So you are going to be buying more at the top of this market. Now you are going to be in one of the newer homes over here. Definitely one of the most expensive options I see over in this side of town when it comes to things. And it's just because the Grove has so much demand with it, and people really do like this area because of its easy commute times and how the neighborhood is laid out and what amenities come within it. Then for this new phase, the biggest con I see is that they're putting these Brookfield residential and some of these other houses right by this multifamily apartment complex. The last thing I want to do is spend $1 million, open my front door, and I'm right across the street from multifamily. Because, you know, multifamily just has tenants. Tenants don't care about as many things as, like, let's say someone that owns a single family house and bought that house and they're living with their family and they're trying to build roots. Multifamily kind of just brings a bunch more shenanigans around it. That's my main con over this. When I was looking at the plat map and I saw a future multifamily, I was like, oh my God. I'm like, really? I'm like, really, y'all? We couldn't have just like sectioned it a little bit further away or like not done it at all? Maybe that would have been an option. Maybe put it somewhere else. I don't know. There's also going to be lots of traffic off Main Street Road. Not at all times of the day. I just mentioned this for the people that are looking at lots on the southern side of this new phase. Because if your home is backing up to Main Street, it will be a lot noisier. And working with buyers, I do have buyers that opt out of buying some homes if they back up to like El Dorado, or if they back up to Preston, or if they back up to Main Street, just because you can hear the traffic in that flow. So if you are buying a home, you're probably gonna have to put some water feature in the backyard just to kind of limit that noise. And that's gonna be my take on the Grove. So hopefully you guys enjoyed that and the driving tour and getting the update on where the Grove is at right now. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you're interested in buying in Frisco, Texas, or you're looking at new construction in the North Texas area, please send me a text or give me a call. I have all my information down here below. Would love to work with you and your family on your home search. Other than that, peace out, y'all, and take it easy as always. Thanks for checking out my channel and watching that video. I got more videos floating around here. If you're in the market to buy or sell real estate in the DFW area, contact me. I'll be happy to answer any of your questions. Besides that,